Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Tonight's main event features two AFC North teams. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're underway from the bank. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. On the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Lamar now from the gun. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They motion the tight end over. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. It is cut left side. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Look down. Here's Jackson. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
1st down. Here's Lamar. Gets this to Bateman. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Lamar throwing again. Hopkins making the grab downfield. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Jackson's going to throw again. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson yet again. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Buying some time right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right to the air, Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, ball at the 36. Burrow setting up the play action. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
11 mighty. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow on the play action. Buys time, rolling right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So 2nd down coming up.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
11. Gun. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. On the move, headed right. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And it's caught. Chase has it. That one now grabs and 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Again, it's Burrow. Headed out right. He takes it himself. And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Brown will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Right, 80.
Burrow from the gun. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Jackson now, third and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Flying down the middle of Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is a textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one's to Andrews out right. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First down.
Get to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, bless his heart. There's some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down. This guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Baltimore, first down.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens looking for a score just before the break. Going jumbo set on this first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dex Hill. And the Bengals take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game...
Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Third and long, here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down. They'll spot this one right at the 20.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. We can get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
On one, ready?
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
11, big 13.
Trying for it with Burrow. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action. Here's Jackson. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the Bengals 17-yard line.
From the 17. Flushed out of the pocket. This one's caught. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Now a A timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
First down and goal to go.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the double. Right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language they're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 2.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Here we go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sanusi Kane able to make that stop. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On third down, here's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
11 coming. Here we go.
Play action now, Burrow. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
You know, Kerry, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Jair Alexander with the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Here we go.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Looking slant route, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Gun.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
There's another for it. And he's stonewalled by this front line at the 3. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Easy, ready?
Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready, shot. Go.
They've got a man in motion.
Ready, shot.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. One right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
12. Here we go.
They'll try it right with Brown. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Here's 2nd and 11. Forced out to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet. Kate, I got to believe you harken back to that earlier pick and thought the better and making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go. Stop. Guys. 11, 11. 11 coming. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw left side, complete. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals cut it to 1 late in the third.
Cincinnati.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals tie this game at 21.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He'll now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Lamar back to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Jackson to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback don't be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Oh, we changed it. There you go.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, they get to Brown. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
On one, ready?
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
1-1, ready?
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Here we go. 11 MT. Hey, Can. 11 Thomas. 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. He throws a bullet deep to the right. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. T. Higgins the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hill now to return it. Juke the defender. And that's going to second off just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Connects with Bateman. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The 25-yard line.
Jackson yet again. Throw right side is caught by Hawkins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. Put the body on the line for his team. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Looking, it isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult 2nd and goal situation.
And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Onward.
50 be out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. To throw. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut it to a point late in this one. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On the return, here's Jones. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
On fire, ready?
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Gun. Stop.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Big
Looking to throw it. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. Wearing up the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
11, mine. Here we go. Stop.
Here he is to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Throwing now. That one's caught along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Here we go. Oh,
Burrow's going to sneak it. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 28. Evan McPherson picking off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
One final shot here. Chased out to his right. Need this to force overtime. And this will not be caught, so their last chance heave to the end zone ends up on the ground. This game's over. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end.